Rick said Hackware. Hackware is an AI-based API that allows you to build powerful security training solutions in minutes. Today, I'm going to talk to you about how to build a web page that is secure from key leaks. But every week that we're here to help developers understand how they can secure their code and how you can do it in a frictionless way. We're super busy and we're trying to do our part as security awareness experts to help you understand how to build secure code and how to do it fast. So with this week, what I want to do is I'm going to talk to you about why it is important to build a web application that is storing the keys properly. I'm going to go through a demo of showing you how not to do it. So, poor practices for key management. And then I'm going to show you how to change your behavior and build a web application that's storing those keys properly and avoiding exposing your application and potential user data to a leak, a security leak. So why is key management important, and why is it important on the front end? Well, it's important because now we have web applications, web pages for everything. We have a web application for our business. We may have one for our personal site. We're including third-party components into our site to make it better from a marketing standpoint, or it could be better for a Google Maps like location standpoint. And what you could be doing if you're not aware of what to do with those keys when you're trying to communicate to another application is you could be exposing customer data. Case in point, if you're using like HubSpot forms, so you're using these forms on your website to collect leads, collect emails. If you don't store those keys properly, then all a hacker has to do is find that key, and then they can connect into that HubSpot account or into that MailChimp account, and they can get all of your customer data out. Now, what that will do is that will cause your customers to lose trust in you, into you and your brand, and that could do further damage where you could potentially, if you're a small company or a startup, you could go out of business. So what we're going to show you today is what not to do from a vanilla, it could be a vanilla HTML page to a server-side application, what not to do. Then I'm going to walk you through what to do in a secure manner, and then I'm going to show you easy ways to scan your website, your code, to see if your code has this vulnerability, so you can walk through our tutorials and fix it. And I want to bring you to attention, every time that we are providing our secure code sessions, we're giving you how to step-by-step instructions on how to do everything that we've discussed here. So you'll see in the chat a link to this new blog on how to secure your web page from key links, and it walks you through everything that we've discussed. So it's a great resource. Go to resources@hackware.com and you'll see the blog displayed there. All right, so let's jump into, I want to show you poor practices, and this can apply to, as I stated before, just vanilla JavaScript. And what I mean by that, for all the non-coders, this is JavaScript that doesn't include any third-party applications like jQuery to kind of shorten up the coding experience when you're coding in JavaScript. But so if you're doing this in JavaScript or just any scripting language, I'm going to show you what not to do. And it's a poor practice of putting the the plain text key in your code. So I'm going to show you an example of what not to do. So here, let's see. I have a JavaScript file here, and it's connecting to the Hackware API. So as I mentioned before, Hackware API, it allows you to create powerful phishing simulations and training in minutes. And so what we're doing here with this application is it's just connecting to the Hackware API. It has an identifier, it has the key, and it's just making a request to that API, and it's just returning a access token. And what I want to show you here is this is poor practice. So you never want in your JavaScript code or just in any of your code, you never want to have those plain text keys or even passwords, because sometimes it could be that for emails, you're logging into the email so that email account can mail out a message. Avoid putting plain text keys in your code. And what I want to show you is how you can use Get Leaks to scan your local code. Typically, Get Leaks is used for scanning Git repositories. It is a static application security testing tool that will scan a Git repository. But I'm going to show you in this example how you can use Get Leaks just to scan a plain file. And if you give it the rules of what to look for, it will detect those keys and show you exactly where the problem is so you can fix it. And what I'm showing you here is that it's an open source tool that you can download from GitHub. I installed it using Brew, but if you're using any other environment, they give you great instructions on how to install. In our blog, we show you 2 ways to install using Brew, or to install if you have a Windows setup, how to install on your Windows environment. So what I'm going to show you by scanning this code using Get Leaks is how it's going to detect my key. First, let me show you the rule that I created. So with Get Leaks, you can give it rules, and the rules are in a format called TOML. It's just a minimal language. It's very similar to YAML language or JSON, but it's just a really simple syntax language. And here what you give it, because Get Leaks it's just a regular expression code static analyzer. And so what I'm giving it is the rule. So I'm saying my keys, the way that we create our keys for this example is it's going to have this format. And so when you scan our projects, if you see anything that fits this description, then mark it as an issue. And so we're saying here, use this regular expression, and I'm saying here, look at this file, but you can use Get Leaks to scan an entire repository. But for this example, I am using just one file. And so we're going to run it. I believe I have some help. And so with the Get Leaks, I'm saying use this configuration file, and I want you to scan the directory that I'm currently in. And this here is saying no Git, which means this is a local project. It's not a Git repository. Just scan what I tell you to scan. And so it did that. So what it is doing is it's telling me the line that it found the issues. So it found my user ID, my plain text user ID in the code. It told me what line it was on, which is great. And it also showed me that it broke my rule. So I named this rule secret leaked, and it told me which rule it broke. You can put multiple rules in there. It told me the file where it found it, and it gave me the date that this happened, as well as it found my key because it also was in that file, and it told me what line. This is great, super simple, easy. You can set this up using a continuous integration model where it's continuously scanning your code. So really super simple and easy. That's what we're looking for as, you know, fast shops. We're trying to find great ways where we can scan our code, fix the vulnerabilities. And it's great when you can fix it if you're in a bigger shop where you have a security engineering team that's going to test your code anyway. Don't rely on those security engineers. Have security in your development process so you can fix these things ahead of time. Then when it goes to the security engineer, they don't have a long list of things that are a problem, which could delay your delivery. Now I want to show you how I'm going to fix this. I'm a fan of baking shows, so I like how on baking shows they already have like the cooked finished solution. And so I already have code that is improved, and we improved it by using a key store. And we put all of our keys in that store. And so when we open up my version 2 file, you'll see that there aren't any plain text keys. We are now referencing the keys that are in our key store. And same code, just remove those plain text keys out. Now when I go back into my Git leaks configuration file, I'm going to change this rule just for this purpose to look in my new and improved file and run it. That was fast. It worked. So it shows that there weren't any leaks in this file, and super simple, super easy. As you can see, there's more you can do with Git leaks. You can, as I stated before, you can take that no Git option off. You can choose the Git repo that you want to scan, and it will go through and find, it will go through and based on your rules, see if there's anything that's violating your rules. Okay, but again, we give you the step-by-step instructions in our blog on how to secure your web page from key leaks. This is super important. Back in 2020, in October of 2020, and in 2019, there was a wide range of cyber crimes where bad actors, all they did was go into these public GitHub repositories. They found all of these plain text keys, and they were able to take ransom of those projects, as well as take ransom of user data. So it's super important to make sure that you are protecting your code. And what we're doing every week is giving you how-to instructions on how to protect your code. And we hope that you enjoy. We hope that you learn. If you are a developer and you have requirements to build a training application, built with the Hackware API. You can go to hackware.com/dev where you can learn more about our API and how powerful it is. I hope that you have a great day, and I hope that you stay vigilant. And if you want to learn more about what we're doing or you have any feedback, reach out to us on Twitter, Hackware1, and we would love to hear about the next topic that you want us to explore. So have a great day. Stay vigilant. Bye.